Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Work. Apparently, it is so.
Yes.
I am your host, Jeni Cousins, and thank you, everyone, for tuning in each and every week. We love and adore each one of you. Thank you so much. And on tonight's show, I have an amazing person on, as I always do. And Cindy Smith is my guest tonight. And thank you so much, Cindy, for coming on. It's been such a pleasure. I just met Cindy, and I just adore her already.
Well, thank you, Jenny. We have some mutual friends, so I was really excited to be on the show tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you for the invite.
And I was looking over your website earlier, even again today, and I thought I really like the energy from your website. It just really pulls me in, because that's what I'll do. I'll look at a website, and then I'll say, I like that energy.
Thank you. Well, there's a few people that will be happy to hear that, because they've been working hard on it.
Oh, there you go. That's excellent. Now, Cindy provides a lot of services, everybody. So many good things. And we've had a lot of fun here already.
Yes, we have.
Absolutely. And you work with your angel vibrations as a healer. When and how did you get started doing this type of work?
Well, this is a funny little story. I'll condense it as quick as I can,
Oh,
Jenny.
just take your time. But
Just because...
I know.
So my background is counseling, and my mother, bless her, she had read a book about this Doreen Virtue and angels. Now, the old way of thinking for me is if you talked about angels, it meant you went to church, and, I had no idea about this angel vibration. And so, in a long story, I went to buy a deck, an Oracle angel card deck, for my mom for her birthday. And this was back in 2007. And when I went into the store, it was back in Powell River, and I went to Doreen Virtue's spiritual section, and I was like, wow, look at all this. And then I picked up this deck. So I had to bring it with me.
That was your first deck?
This is the very first deck.
Oh, really? Okay.
But what happened was when I picked up this deck, I got what we call a booming voice from the outside that said, those are for you. And in a male voice. Yeah. So in my world, I specialize in mental health, and all of a sudden I've got voices talking to me, right?
Yeah.
I'm under stress. I must be time to take leave, all of that.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is it happened twice. I put the deck back on the shelf, a little bit of fear, what's going on. Actually thought candid camera was happening. And picked up another deck, nothing happened, picked up that same deck again, and heard the same booming voice, those are for you. Now I'm a little freaked out, because I knew something was happening, but had no clue. So basically, 3 weeks it took me to have the courage, because intuitively I knew that deck meant something.
Yes.
And when I finally opened up the deck, read the instructions, guided to lay out 7 cards. I'd never seen anything so accurate. So I thought, I'm going to learn about this Doreen Virtue, and ended up off to Hawaii to take her course. For me, that was the whole plan, just my little journey, and here I am. I've been teaching, traveling around the world, and it's all working with beautiful love and light energy.
Absolutely.
And empowering other people to trust in themselves.
Absolutely. It's so important.
Yes.
Very important.
I've found my passion, so I'm very, very happy.
And very few people, I always tell people you got to follow your passion, because that's your calling, right? And just before I forget, I wanted to show the viewers who actually Cindy has now gifted. My card said earlier I was getting a gift, and I'm like, bring it on. I don't know who from. So this is wonderful. Cindy has a book and a couple of CDs here.
Yes.
And the energy of them is so nice. Wings of Love.
Yeah, empowerment
the
guide.
book. Can you share with our viewers what the CDs and the book is?
Archangel Michael is one of the archangels that I work the closest with, and he guided me to do, originally it was going to just be a journal is what I thought. But as you know, if anyone's working with spirit or angel energy, we have to be flexible.
Yes.
So when I actually sat down to be guided and have the information come through, it turned into something totally different. So it's working with all 15 of the archangels that we work with. And just to, give readers an opportunity to understand that on so many levels,
Right.
the archangels can assist us.
Oh,
All
yes.
we have to do is ask.
Yes.
Without asking, there's no intervention. They can't assist us in any way. It's asking. So that's where, you know, the book, all the meditations that I do, the guided meditations, it's basically opening up and
Yes.
receiving messages.
It is indeed. And Cindy travels also.
Yes, I do. I'm so blessed.
And the funny thing about it was, Cindy traveled to Ireland, and where she was staying was over in Bangor. So for all my friends over in Northern Ireland and Ireland, especially Bangor and Belfast, next time Cindy is in that area, you have to go see her.
Yeah, I'm blessed because Maria
Yes.
Carr and I, we take a tour over there every March. We take a bunch of people and we do a guided 15 days going to all these sacred sites and circles, and I
Yes.
teach the Angel Empowerment Practitioner
Oh,
course.
I'll definitely announce that and inform everybody when you're over there.
Thank
It
you.
never even dawned on me. I was busy, right? But next time I will remind
And
me.
I did love it there, I must say.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I miss it. I do miss it. Absolutely. And also, you have a new Angel Empowerment hands-on healing program,
Yes,
which you have teamed up with a physician. Can you share with our viewers about that?
This is such exciting news. So when I refer to AEP, I refer to the Angel
Yes.
Empowerment Practitioner. And there's so many of us, it's a family. This is brand new. Dr. Carl LaRue, he is from Saskatoon. And we've teamed up to bring in the basic biology, right, of the physical body, and working with Archangel Raphael. And really, so some people would say, well, you know, there's so many amazing modalities out there, Cindy. You know,
Yes.
Reiki and body talk and all these beautiful modalities that I love. And I wasn't going to go anything, I was really focused on spirituality,
Right.
emotional, mental. And I stayed away from working with the physical. But the archangels were...
Oh, wonderful.
They were guided. So I'm really excited about this because it's bringing in a total new aspect
Yes.
about this
And
healing.
and you also have a big event coming up here in Calgary on May 9th with Jaden Sterling, Spring Fling with the Angels. I love Jaden Sterling. I just adore him.
He's one of my true friends.
Oh.
Absolutely. Him and I, so how this happened is Doreen Virtue, you know, for many of you probably know
I
about
love Doreen
Doreen because
Virtue.
all
Just
these
love her.
cards and everything. She asked for students to host International Angel Day around the world around 9/11, after what happened down on 9/11. And so I started just a small workshop originally, and then was really guided. I wasn't even living in Calgary, but I was guided to host the event here in Calgary, and invited Jaden to come and do it with me. Now it's turned into 2 events. We do one in September, one in May, and May 9th here in Calgary at the casino.
Grey
Eagle, thank
Yes.
you. My mind just went blank. At the Grey Eagle, we shifted and had it there last September. Absolutely beautiful ballroom that we're there, and we're doing it.
Wonderful.
It's a full day event. Come on out and join us. It's all about inspiration, empowerment. We've got some beautiful guest speakers, beautiful meal they do for us, and it's just one of those things that Jaden and I love doing. So, and it's May 9th isn't too far away.
And you're both very good at that.
We actually love doing this event. It's for both of us. It's our favorite thing in the year to do.
Yeah.
Because we bring in a lot of sane people come because it's bringing
know you.
like-minded people together.
Yes.
Beautiful, positive energy. Yeah. Meditations.
Yes.
We both of us do guided meditations. Yeah.
It
lots of
sounds like fun. It sounds like
Yes.
it's actually going to be a lot of fun.
Jaden and I are inviting you to join us this year.
Oh, are
we
you?
would really love for you to come and be there with us, Jenny.
Oh, that I'd be an honor. I'd be honored to do that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, I think, you've got to come and check it out and have fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll have to come now. I'll have to do it now.
Yes.
Look what you've done now, Jaden.
And we
that'd
do
be an
have
honor. Yeah.
2 tickets to give away tonight.
Yes, we do. That's right. Just before we go into the commercial break, because I'm already getting the commercial break sign here, we are giving away, well, actually, Cindy, I should say, is giving away 2 tickets worth $180 here.
Right.
$179 to go to the Spring Fling with the Angels in Calgary with Jaden and Cindy, right? Which includes a whole day, doesn't it?
It does.
Right? So what we're going to do is we are going to give this away to the second caller who phones in tonight. And what you can do is the second caller, we're going to get notified. And then to get these tickets, you can go to Cindy's website. So if somebody wanted to book an appointment with you and to get these tickets and such, what's your website, Cindy?
Cindy Smith, AEP, so appleedwardpaul.com.
Yes, absolutely. Now that's a really phenomenal offer, everybody.
I thought, yeah, it's so much fun.
It is. Oh, I'm definitely going now since you guys invited me to go. I'll be giving them a hard time. Just you wait.
And there's just one more thing about the event.
Okay.
For any of your viewers, if they, they're unable to win, but they'd like to attend,
okay,
I'll give them a promo code.
Okay.
So when you go to pay, if you punch in the promo code Love Angels in capital letters, you'll get 10% off.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
Alrighty. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick, short commercial break, and then we're going to start taking calls from the viewers. And that number, Calgary, is 403-539-6710. We'll be right back after this message.
If you have problems with reading, writing, or math, chances are you can only go so far. When you're ready to take the next step, look under Learn in the Yellow Pages.
The Classroom Energy Diet Challenge is going coast to coast. Check out 2 classrooms as students discover ways to protect the planet. Think, create, do. With Global's Classroom on Shaw TV and watch the energy diet unfold.
Each year, the City of Calgary presents the Calgary Awards to recognize outstanding contributions in our community. Shaw and the City of Calgary invite all Calgarians to recognize fellow citizens, groups, or corporations for their contributions to our city. The award ceremony will be broadcast live on Shaw Channel 10, June 10th at 7:30 p.m. For more information on the Calgary Awards, visit the City of Calgary website or call 311. Shaw TV is a proud sponsor of the Calgary Awards.
Speaking. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soul Work. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins, and for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Soul Work. And on tonight's show, my guest tonight is Cindy Smith. I was going to say Clark for some reason. I don't know why that came in.
That's interesting.
I don't know Cindy Clark, but I don't know. So anyways.
Past life, maybe, perhaps?
Okay. I would say so. Absolutely. And we already have a caller on, and Cindy's taking calls. She's very good. She's going to be drawing cards and giving insights as well. So our first caller is Jeni. Hello, Jeni.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
And you have a question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if I'm on the right path, with my career and, I guess, relationship.
So,
right.
Two
okay.
questions.
You go
Two
right ahead,
questions.
Cindy. You go right ahead. You
so can we start with career? Because career,
sure.
Oh, look at this. They're just flying out.
Mm-hmm.
I love her cards. I do.
So the 2 cards that just jumped right out, the first one was power, and the second one was study.
Yeah.
So are you
I'm in school right now to become a massage therapy at Macamee College.
Perfect. You're on the right track, because, we couldn't have said it any clearer than that.
Yeah, to
just
help
right
with,
that.
to enhance my spiritualism as well, so personally, so.
Yeah, and so, the angels would just give you a message is, even when it comes to relationship, It's really wanting to keep your power in balance, because I'm really getting that sometimes you give up a little bit of your power. And
sometimes, yeah.
And for long term, that'll be difficult for you.
Yes, so it's about balancing everything and keeping your focus and your intention on
I'm
that.
I'm working on that.
Oh no,
I have patience with it too.
Yes, and that's the key. It's to have patience and keep the focus on it, because when we have our intention put right there and pushed forward with the power, right, we can create and manifest anything we want. I do it all the time. So. Absolutely. So I love those cards. They're great.
And see how easy that was? That's why I love they just drop right out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just hang in there and really, really keep your focus, because, you've got a lot of natural energy in your hands anyways.
Yeah.
I can feel a lot of energy coming out. So it is definitely part of your soul group from your past life. So it's almost like if you went like that, you know how to play with the energy like that, you could feel it. So even before you actually touch somebody physically, they could probably already feel your energy.
Yeah.
So as long as you keep focused on that, you're going to do just fine. You very well might open things up even to other modalities as well, I see.
Yeah, I have a spiritual mentor that's actually helping me with that too. So
yes, and just follow what feels right for you.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody says, okay, you have to do this or this or this or that, if it doesn't feel right for you to get involved with certain things, don't. So because we each have our own passion and our own gifts to share with everybody. So you'll be good.
Yes.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks, Janie, for calling in.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And our second caller is Peter.
Who won the tickets. Peter?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes, you
Can you
did.
hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Did you hear us about the tickets?
Yeah, I heard something about it. What is it?
You actually won. I'll let Cindy explain it to you, but it's $179 value.
We've got on May 9th here in Calgary Spring Fling with the Angels event that Jaden Sterling and I host. And it's an all-day event from 9:30 to 5 at the Grey Eagle Casino at the hotel. So we'd love to have you join us.
Sounds great.
So after, just email me, go through my website, and I'll arrange for you to pick up the tickets.
And what's your website again, Cindy?
Cindy Smith, AEP, AppleEdwardPaul.com.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that written down. Great.
So,
Perfect.
so make sure you do that, because that's for 2 tickets.
Sounds great. My wife will be happy about that for
Absolutely.
And your beautiful lunch will be fully taken care of.
Yeah.
And make sure you introduce yourself to me too when you come to the event. Okay, that would be great.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
So my question was about my creativity. I'm an artist and a writer, but due to some extenuating circumstances in my life, my creativity has kind of been neglected and even sort of damaged. Like, I have the drive to create, but every time I sit down and try to work on something, I get super depressed to the point where it's almost like impossible to continue. I was wondering if you guys had any insights on what might be going on with that.
Yeah, it's part of surrendering and keeping your worth, right? Because sometimes people can get really scared of success. And for some reason, I'm also feeling something with your hands, with your fingers. What is that? Are you starting to get cramped up a bit? Because I'm feeling
on the computers a lot, and they do cramp a bit.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm working on like my tablet or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like, being on the computers is good and all, but you really got to kind of hold that back too. And you really got to start following more your passion.
Okay.
Right, because we can get scared of success. It's like all of a sudden you get presented certain things, you're like, whoa, I'm not ready, right? Because you go back even into past life as being a really, really good artist, and what happened was you burnt out completely. So you need to have that rest. What about you, Cindy? Cindy's pulling a card. They're fantastic, by the way.
2 cards came out of the deck for you, Peter. One, Archangel Michael, and the other one, Abundance. Mm-hmm. So are you creating any, like, sometimes we make choices around what is our passion and creativity, and then abundance can get in the way, and we either go into fear-based energy or we stop ourselves. So is sometimes, I'm just going to give you what I get. Sometimes it can be around abundance that will create a block.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm going into sort of a career that's not exactly art-based, but I've been trying to, cultivate my art as sort of like a,
Yeah.
you know, in my personal life, but it's just not coming. So
Yeah, and that's the thing, because we have to follow our passion and really listen to our soul speak, right? So that's that artist in you that's trying to come out, and then it's like you hold that back. So then we really hold back of who we truly are. We do put blocks up, right? So it does create certain things, and even in your hands. So it's like doing some really positive daily mantras, and then you'll find that things start to really clear themselves, and you're going to start to get more messages, right? Because you're going to really start to expand in about 4 months' time. So, but it's just the balance of it, and really stay true to you.
okay.
Yeah, because if you get lost and off track, then it's almost like you can put your art to the side, and then it's like more focus on the corporate world, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I liked what Jenny said too about, you know, sometimes it takes stepping back without thinking you have to have it all figured out.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I will do even for myself is, because the Archangel Michael card come up, one of the things that just a suggestion for you is say, Archangel Michael, please present my next step. Because sometimes we know what we want, but we can get in our own way of how it's going to be created. And if you're already in that little bit of a frustration mode with it, then that's going to create energy that is really, truly going to stop the flow. So ask to be presented your next step and allow universe to work with you.
Yes. Just
Okay.
hear the soul speak.
Hear the soul speak, yes.
And don't forget to send Cindy a message for the tickets.
Yes, love to give you those tickets to you.
Sounds good. I missed that bit about the 4 months. What's going to happen? In the
I
4
really
months?
feel that a shift's going to happen for you in the 4 months with your creativity.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
so it's all going to happen. It's all going to come through, but surrender.
Yeah.
Surrender.
Sure.
Listen to your soul speak. The passion part is who you are. It goes back into your past life too. You're quite famous in a past life with your artistry.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
I'll definitely email you,
Okay.
Cindy.
Yes.
Okay.
Look
Thanks.
forward
You
to
guys-
meeting you.
Guys, have a great night.
You too. Thanks so much, Peter.
Bye.
Bye. And we have another caller. And
Hello.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Cindy.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for taking my call. I'm right now. I'm really nervous and afraid. I'm not so much for me, but for my daughter. Her name is Rebecca, and she's in a lot of turmoil right now. I wonder if you have any advice as to direction. There's a health issue as well that's really up in the air. We don't know what exactly is at the root of it.
Why am I feeling there? It almost seems. Are you familiar with Kundalini energy? Because I kind of feel like there's energy going up and down her spine. How old is she now? How old is she now?
19.
Yes. Rebecca is a very, very, very old soul, right? She's been around in many incarnations and stuff like that. And I'm just feeling a lot of activity going on her spine, right? When that Kundalini energy kicks in, it can cause a lot of different energies throughout our body to kick in, and the medical field can't see that. So it's all about with her staying grounded, and even get some hematite and work with some crystal works and such like that, and you're going to find her energy is going to shift.
Because of the hematite?
The hematite isn't going to make it disappear, but it helps keep you grounded, and even with crystals do. But I'm really feeling her Kundalini energy kicking in, and when it does, oh Lord, it can really send out different energies throughout your body to cause all kinds of health problems and scares. Cindy's actually pulling a card right now also for Rebecca.
So before I even read with the card too, is with the health issues that she's going through, is it forcing her to take a break?
She's had a break, yeah. She's been kind of holed up for at least a year.
Yeah, because
and I think that there's a lot of physical stuff, but I think that there's a mental element to this as well.
Yeah, because the Kundalini does affect that. It affects your whole body.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of it's a vicious circle,
Yeah.
so I'm just trying to figure out at what point do we break in and where do we start?
Yeah, and that's why she's got to stay, grounded as much as she can, and working with the Kundalini energy it can be really kind of scary, in a certain way, right? You should ask her at times, because I remember my Kundalini energy kicked in many years ago, and I thought my back was on fire. I really did. Right? You get lots of different symptoms throughout your whole body. You feel like you're going crazy. You can break down. So we do think we're going crazy mentally, but it's right. So it's like even her third eye is starting to open because she's very gifted, very gifted. So it's like we don't know what age things are going to start to hit us and certain things are going to come out with her. So this is what's going on. So medical field, it's hard for Western doctors, I call it, to really pinpoint certain things because they can run 101 tests and they're like, we're not really seeing anything. So then they use her as like a guinea pig.
Yeah, and it's been quite a while, and she's really frustrated and very angry and getting, like, losing patience and to the point of giving up. So...
yeah, and it's very interesting when you say that because the card that I pulled from the fairy deck was patience, please. So there,
It's funny you should say that because she said, I'm so sick and tired of being told to wait and it's going to get better and have patience.
Yeah, she needs to drink more water also. More water.
Yeah.
There is going to be a shift. I really do get a shift from Archangel Raphael that there will be a shift. There is some patience for her. And part of it is her lesson, and it's hard as a parent to be able to have to, sit by and watch what she's going through. But there is going to be a shift a lot sooner than you think, but there is some patience. When she's in it, it's hard to see outside of it.
Yeah, so it's taking things one day at a time, and I would even start, because even actually Cindy's book here, Wings of Love, that I showed earlier, it does, she started getting into certain types of, metaphysical books and such like that, even especially with angel work.
Yes.
She would be able to connect and come to understanding better, because I even know, like, a lot of things happened. Like when I was 14, I saw so many things that really freaked me out. And I happened to have a neighbor at that time who, said, okay, this is why this is going on. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So I started my metaphysical studies when I was 14. That was a long time ago, mind you, real long time ago now. But, and it just really helped me. It really helped me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. So I would even
Jeni,
start on that.
I have her watch your show with me. And I think I feel like she's blocking.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to know.
That's the problem, and that's the Kundalini trying to come in. Because she's got a lot of abilities and very gifted, right? It's spirit trying to come through her, to get things going. I'm getting the wrap-up sign already now. I know I would love to spend more time with you, but unfortunately we got the wrap-up sign. Thank you so much for calling, and I'll send love and light and healing energies to Rebecca.
I will also send Archangel Raphael.
Appreciate it so
Yes,
much.
absolutely. And I want to thank my guest, Cindy Smith. It was a real honor having you on. So much fun. I felt a real nice connection with Cindy.
Thank you, Jenny.
It was great.
This was so much fun.
Yes, and I'll have you on again next season too.
That'll be.
And I'm coming with you guys.
Yeah,
we
will absolutely love it to have you there.
Hell's gonna be broken through that night. But anyways, I'm your host, Jeni Cousins. This is Soul Works. See you next Wednesday night live on Shaw TV. Good night, everyone.
The proceeding was a community access program. Shaw is proud to support local producers and share local voices, ideas, and opinions. For more information, please visit shawtv.ca. Opinions expressed in this programming do not necessarily reflect the views of Shaw or its employees.
Everybody needs a helping hand. courtesy. Pass it off.